I haven't forgotten anything in 6 months. Not a birthday, not a conversation, not a login password. Not that one great idea I had in the shower on a Tuesday. Nothing. And it has nothing to do with my memory being any better than yours. It has everything to do with a system I built that takes 15 seconds to use and costs me $0. By the end of this video, you're going to have the exact setup, the tools, the trigger phrases, the review habit, so that the next time you're about to forget something important, the system catches it for you. Let's build it. Here's the truth nobody likes to admit. Your brain was built to think, not to store. The moment you try to remember more than about 7 things at once, your performance drops off a cliff. That's not a willpower problem. That's biology. And the modern world hands you hundreds of things every single day and expects you to hold them all. So we work around it. We write things down. We set reminders. We make to-do lists. We send ourselves emails. And those systems all work until they don't. You write a note and never look at it again. You set a reminder and dismiss it at the worst possible moment. Your Notes app has 600 entries and you can't find the one you need. The answer isn't another app. The answer is a system with 3 layers: capture, store, retrieve, where AI does the heavy lifting. Capture is instant. Storage is unlimited. Retrieval is natural language and takes seconds. When those 3 layers work together, you stop forgetting. And you stop feeling that low-grade anxiety of, I know I was supposed to remember something. Today, I'm going to show you the exact stack, the exact workflow, and the 3 phrases you can say to your phone right now that will start capturing things for you. Whole thing takes under 30 minutes to set up. After that, you just use it. First rule, you need exactly 1 place things go. Not 3, not wherever's handy, 1. Because the cost of remembering which place you put something is the same as the cost of remembering the thing itself, and if you split across multiple apps, you've defeated the whole system. I use voice on my phone for capture. Say the trigger, talk, done. The audio gets transcribed and dropped into my single notes database automatically. That's it. You could use a text app, a Notion inbox, a Google Keep, Apple Notes. It literally doesn't matter. What matters is that there's 1. My trigger phrases are 3 words long. Hey Siri, remember. Hey Siri, save. Hey Siri, idea. Whatever it is after those 3 words gets transcribed, timestamped, and dropped into my brain. No typing, no opening an app, no thinking about where it goes. 15 seconds max from thought to captured. Pick your surface, set up the voice shortcut, and commit to using it for a week. Do not open another app to save something. Say it, done, move on. Now the part that makes it stop forgetting. Your single capture surface becomes searchable by a language model. I use a custom GPT in ChatGPT. You can do the exact same thing with cloud projects. Both are free at the basic tier. Export your notes database once a week. Markdown format works best. Upload the export to your custom GPT's knowledge section. Takes 30 seconds. Now you have a personal brain you can ask questions in plain English. Here's the system prompt I use, and it's the most important part of the whole system. You are my personal memory. When I ask a question, search through my notes for exact matches. Always respond with the original quote, the date I captured it, and any related notes from within 30 days of that date. Never paraphrase, never invent. If you can't find it, say so clearly. The never paraphrase, never invent part is what separates a useful AI brain from a hallucination machine. Without that instruction, the AI will confidently make things up that sound like your notes but aren't. With it, the AI becomes a search engine for your own thoughts. This is the step that breaks most people. Your AI brain is only as current as your last export. If you upload your notes once and never again, you've built a system that stops working in about 15 days. Set a recurring Sunday evening reminder. I do mine at 7 p.m. It takes 10 seconds. Export your notes database's Markdown, zip the files, drag into your custom GPT. Done. If you skip a week, the system still works. You just won't be able to query the newest stuff. I treat this like brushing my teeth. Every Sunday, without fail. 10 seconds. If you can't commit to 10 seconds a week, don't build the system. You'll just be disappointed when you try to use it and it doesn't have your recent notes. Once your system is running, there are 3 types of questions it's amazing at, and you need to know how to ask them. First, exact recall. What was the name of that restaurant my sister mentioned last month? What did that contractor quote me for the bathroom? Questions where you know you captured it but can't remember the detail. These are 90% of my queries. The answer comes back in seconds with the exact quote. Second, pattern questions. What have I been thinking about most in the last 30 days? What themes keep coming up in my ideas? This is where the AI shines because it can read across hundreds of notes at once. You'll learn things about your own thinking you didn't know. Third, connection questions. Does anything I've saved connect to this problem I'm working on right now? Paste in your current problem. The AI finds notes from 6 months ago that turn out to be directly relevant. This one feels like magic the first few times. Let me show this working on my system right now. I'm going to ask my brain something I absolutely do not remember.
What did the plumber tell me about the water heater replacement timeline? And how much was the quote? Boom. Exact quote from a voice memo I captured 3 months ago. The date. And below it, a related note from a week later where I got a second opinion. I would have spent 30 minutes finding that if I had to search manually. The system found it in 3 seconds. Let me try a harder one. What's the thing I keep noticing about my mornings that I haven't acted on yet? It pulled 4 different notes spread over 6 weeks, all circling the same insight, that I'm most creative between 7 and 9 a.m., and I keep scheduling meetings in that window. That's a pattern I never would have seen in my own notes without this system pointing it out. This is the unlock. Your AI brain doesn't just remember, it notices. And because it's read everything you've saved, it sees themes you're too close to notice. 3 mistakes to avoid. I made all of them. First, capturing into too many places. You'll be tempted to keep your old notes in Apple Notes, your ideas in a Moleskine, and your new captures in Notion. Stop. Pick one. Migrate everything. The system only works if there's one source of truth. Second, editing while capturing. You'll start typing a voice memo and think, let me clean this up before saving. Don't. Dump first, organize never. Your future self doesn't care if the note has filler words. Your AI doesn't either. Third, forgetting the weekly sync. Your AI is only as current as your last export. I put mine on a recurring calendar reminder with a hard alert tone. If you don't automate the habit, the system decays, and you'll blame the AI when really you just stopped feeding it. Here's what I want you to do right now, before you click away. Pick your capture surface. Voice memos, Notion, Apple Notes, doesn't matter. Open the settings and set up a voice shortcut with a 3-word trigger. Hey Siri, remember, or whatever your version is. That's step 1 done. Then, today, capture one thing, one idea, one thing you want to remember. Say the trigger, talk, done. You've just started a system that's going to compound for the rest of your life. This isn't a productivity hack. This is an upgrade to how your brain works. Once you've felt what it's like to have perfect recall on every conversation, every idea, every detail you chose to save, you don't go back. I put the exact custom GPT prompt, the Sunday Sync checklist, and my 3 trigger phrases in the description below. Subscribe if you want more systems like this. Next week, I'm showing you my complete Notion plus AI setup that takes this to the next level. See you in the next one.